Hi everyone and welcome to the Top Football Predictions. We've just completed game week 30 and I'm here as always with Atul Jani.
Hello there pundits, let's get straight into it because we normally get told it's too long, so well done, blah 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 blah, the end.
Absolutely mate, always, never been told it's too short before. But listen, game week 30, well, it's all about Gary. 275 points. Fantastic work, Gazza. Didn't even play a joker card to get that, but there were some joker cards played out there. But great performance, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it all comes down to the old hotshot game, doesn't it, really?
Oh, yeah, he's the only one to get that. 150 points, tremendous. But he did also get another 2 games spot on as well, so that's 3 in total for the game week. And you get 3 games spot on in a game week, you know you're doing well and heading north.
But listen, mate, the average you'll be looking at is about 115, 120 per game week. Yeah. So, he's exceeded that. Well done, mate. Yeah, no, some other good performances. 3 joker cards as well played as well. But some interesting little stats. And the first goal scorer game was hit by a fair few people as well, so that's always a nice little one to look out for. I know I like to try and get that, but I couldn't this weekend. But it's always a nice one to get that. It is a nice one, and an interesting point was raised in the group chat as well. It was about we always seem to be picking Bournemouth for some reason, but it's just the way things work, isn't it? We tend to try and keep the first goal scorer game of the smaller clubs,
just to add excitement, really.
Exactly, and interest, and it is difficult. It's not as easy as people think, and this week was probably a bit of a rare one where we've had a few people get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's good, but we had the big clash, Arsenal, Man United, and wow, Arsenal kept a clean sheet. I mean, it's something in itself, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I went saw that one.
Finally beat a top 6 side as well. But we're just scanning through here live on the video chat, just have a look at the league table, and I'll tell you what, Daniel, he's got a slim advantage still over Ryan, and anything can really happen, can't it?
Oh, mate, it's still too close to call. As much as Daniel, and well done, mate, is leading the way, there's still a lot of points which can be made up from other games, and he could, unfortunately, and I'm not saying he will, have a downturn as well, and people can catch up. Gary had a good week.
Yeah, absolutely.
People like Craig, Martin, Lee, everyone. Ryan could also have good weeks, and
I don't know what's happening to the little formulas behind that's looking at the kind of points difference, but I don't know what happened there. But no, looking at the real points, we've got Daniel 3640, Ryan 3635, just slightly behind, and then Lee Marley's still hanging on in there. But there's a slight gap developing between second and third, and then fourth Martin, and Craig comes just after, and Elish. It's like the roll call of the Grand National, isn't it? But I tell you, there's some. I think Atul, correct me if I'm wrong, look, within 400 points, you've got probably Pendrew 7th up to the top of Daniel. That's where it's at, isn't it, really, for the cash. They're all trying to get those spaces to get their hands on, their grubby little hands on the cash.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's also bonus points as well. So,
there's still loads more to play for, isn't there? In actual fact, we saw David Peach and Gary both get 50 extra bonus points to win, because they won their cup games by more than 100 points this week.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's plenty more for those people who are in the cup, but there's other things which will come into play, league positions, and first goal scorer games, and plenty of other ways of getting points as well. So
absolutely. Now, obviously, we've just been looking at Manpower Towers here. We've only got this game week coming up. We've got a game week. It's game week 31. There's only 5 games on, because then I think it's FA Cup and replays and all stuff like that, and then over the next week or so you've got that Nations League stuff going on. So after this game week, this weekend, you won't get another Premiership game until right at the end of March. So it's a bit of a strange one, really, but we have managed to get in there. We've got the hot shot game and we've got a first goal scorer game, but look out for the templates that I send. And listen, after that little Danny Atware kind of Craig kind of, I don't know what happened there, but everyone needs to get and follow that template as it is. You really do, because it's so important. But it was all rectified, all done. And anyone still in the cup from this point forward will receive a minimum 20 bonus points when they exit the competition. It's going to be interesting, and we're about to do the live video for that after this one. But just looking at this week's game week 31, there's only 5 to select from, but I guess the tasty one's got to be that Bournemouth again. That's what we're talking about. It's been chosen again. Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Well, Newcastle, look at them under Rafa the Gaffer, the Spanish waiter. I tell you, going down to the south coast to play Bournemouth. I think they're going to get back-to-back victories, mate. I think Rafa's going to pull it out like 1 or 2-0.
Well, Rondon is doing well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and Perez, is it Perez?
Yeah, Ios Perez.
Yeah, so they're starting to form a bit of a partnership, which, you know, it's good.
Absolutely, mate. Nothing else really springs to mind, but I like to go on video and say things, and I'm doing all right on the video. I don't know why I don't put it on the predictions, but I'm telling you now, Everton Chelsea. It's not going to be easy, and I think without even looking at any stats or anything like that, or any algorithms, I think Everton at Goodison have done all right over Chelsea. Not always, but I think they've done all right. In actual fact, they've done all right down at the bridge. But I'm starting to think that could be a draw or maybe a sneaky Everton win there, shadowing it.
Well, it's that time of the season now when a lot of teams have agendas now, let's be honest about it. You know, the most common one is obviously who's going to win, who's going to be relegated. You know, survival there. You know,
top four, bottom three.
Yeah, bottom three, Champions League spots. So, you know, Chelsea, they have to pull their finger out if they really want to see themselves cemented in the Champions League.
And it's all about Hazard, because Higuain really hasn't kind of set the ground running at Chelsea, has he, over in the Premiership from La Liga or whatever.
It's a difficult league, different proposition as well. So
yeah, in actual fact, sorry, it wasn't La Liga, it was Serie A, wasn't it? But yeah, he's come over and hasn't really done it, but he's not the first person to come over and not do it straight away, and he won't be the last. But
I think
difficult game, that one, mate.
Yeah, I think he needs a bit of time to settle in. That's the thing, and uncertainty at Chelsea as well. So
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I was just about to say that. But listen, right, game week 31. In summary, 5 fixtures available, including the first goal scorer game, which is the West Ham Huddersfield game, and the hot shot game, which is the Bournemouth Newcastle, as we've just said. So get your predictions in. If you don't make it there and then with your predictions, make sure you don't miss out in getting that first goal scorer game. I say it every week, and about 3 players missed it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I know you get busy, it's only a game this, but come on, make sure you've got to be
in it to win it.
Absolutely. So good luck, guys.
Take care.